Hey guys, in this video, I want to talk about ASM AssembleAi's roadmap for 2026. It's their business plan. It's what they are expecting, time frame, and in general to get accomplished, and they're letting us know for this coming year. So I want to talk briefly about that today. I'm going to hit the highlights, the main things that has at least my attention and the ones that I think will have your attention as well. Stuff like their new update, their increased security, their NS3 point swap for that free ASM. So if you've been taking those quizzes on their NS3 app, it should be coming out into fruition starting in February. More details to come on that, as well as some of their other aspects to the company that they've been waiting on to where more money, more liquidity, specifically from industrial and crypto companies are coming in. That's where it's going to be a little bit of fun. So if you guys have been here before or you've seen my face just show up on YouTube enough, please feel free to press the like and subscribe button. It really does help me out being a small channel. But regardless, let's talk about ASM's roadmap and what they plan on doing for 2026. So momentarily, I'll pull it up on X. I'll just have their post where they go ahead and they talk about everything that's happening on the roadmap. If you don't follow them on X and you're invested in them, I recommend you do. In all reality, never financial advice. We understand this. But for investing strategy, I always recommend following the companies and at least the CEOs of those companies that you invest in, because sometimes you get surprised about just the small tidbits that they put out, a little early alpha, just a little bit foreshadowing. And it's just an easy way of keeping in the know. Most of us are glued to our phones all day anyway. But regardless, on that rant, I'll pull up X and we'll go over a little bit of the roadmap. I do recommend you reading through it. I'm going to highlight certain things. I'll talk about the parts that mean the most to me. And let's kind of just dive right into what it says. So here, guys, you can find it on the Assemble AI page of X. At least that's where I found it. And like I said, I do recommend you just scrolling through this, read it a little bit word for word. It should take you, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes at most. There's a few things I want to highlight on it. One, they do have a more detailed list of everything right here, where if you hop into it, they give you a little bit more specific information about when they're trying to do things. And we're going to hit most of this as we speak. But it's just good to have an update onto this. And they do a pretty good job of letting you know what they were successful with, what was a little ahead of time or a little late, and why. But as we're looking here at the roadmap, there's a couple things I want to point out for. Okay, they say what they did the last year. Okay, awesome. Most of us have done a pretty good job of keeping up with that. But the big thing is, what are we planning on doing? February is a big month for ASM. It's when they start to roll out two major things. Right? First of all, is they're updating their NS3 app. Now they're going to call it their NS3 2.0. Okay, awesome. The big thing they're doing with it is it's trying to help improve the performance and speed, we'll call it user experience across different regions for faster loading times and just much smoother transitions between articles and everything. What it wasn't clarified as, and I'm hoping for it for those who have been using the NS3 app, is when they do their whole CAPTCHA of prove you're not a robot, they've done better with making it that you don't have to do it with every quiz. You do it for 4 or 5 and then it's good for the next 10 or 20. But I'm hoping they reduce that a lot because that really helps expedite the process. And that's probably my only complaint with their NS3 app is you got to do the CAPTCHA a little bit more often than I would want. But they got to make sure that's quick, easy, convenient, and it keeps people's attention. Okay, awesome. Glad they're updating that. The big one that we're looking for is their ASM point swap system. They're finally getting this to launch in February. They initially were hoping for it, it was in December, but they decided that it was best to update the security systems, which is also part of the 2.0 update. So this way people can't hack. That's one thing. The other thing is making sure that it's fair. So that way there other people aren't using bots to answer these quizzes and to get the free points for ASM. So they've doubled down on that. And that took a little longer than they planned on, is what it is. I'm waiting for more information about the point swap. Like, it's great that they discovered a few issues that they needed to fix and they're working on it. But what I want to know, and this is going to be a question I'm going to ask them, is how exactly are we getting the points? They insinuated pretty well, but they weren't very direct with me on it before. about it's probably going to come in waves. So there's not just one massive airdrop where everyone switches points. I believe they're going to be doing it in a wave, like every week or a couple of weeks. I'm hoping for some clarification on that. And that just makes more sense. It's going to reduce selling pressure because when they do this airdrop and it looks like it's going to start in February, it's going to either be a large selling event or a great accumulation period where liquidity is going to stay the same and maybe gain some interest. It really all depends on how much of us or those that are using the NS3 app plans on holding this longer term or just wants to get the F out, right? So if a lot of people are using the NS3 app just to get free ASM to sell every ASM for a penny and get a couple cents out of it, it could be a little bit of a price reduction. Now, if more people that are using the app that gets the airdrops are looking at longer term, like me and a couple of the guys I talked to on X about it, the price might actually go up. It should definitely stay stable in this case, but it should go up. And I can tell you if the price goes down, there's a couple of us ready to scoop a little bit more up. But I am excited to see this start happening because once the reward system goes live, usually with projects like this, more users hop in because now they know that it's working. So we might get more use of this product. And this is going to come down the road. The more users that the NS3 app gets, soon is going to benefit everybody. So when we're looking at the second half of 2026, the main points that they want to try to achieve here is they want to source reliability scoring just to help filter out what news is trustworthy or not. There's a lot of bullshit online, right? And these bots from ASM is picking information from online. And from what I've seen, they've done a pretty good job with accuracy. I haven't really seen too much that I can say was invalid, but they're working on making that a little bit better because news has to be trustworthy, especially when people are reading it for not financial advice, but investment thoughts. They're also working on Bitcoin insights, which could be useful for Bitcoin traders looking for signal clarity. I'm, I They didn't say too much about what that specifically means. And that's going to be a follow-up question I'm also going to have is get a little bit more idea. So what I can speculate this means is that they're going to be pulling data from CoinGecko and Binance that they have data partnerships with of things like what's the buying and selling volume, what's the general trading volume, where is it coming from, what is the RSI currently for it, and maybe they're going to end up having a Bitcoin investors little data page every day or so about what the outlook for Bitcoin trading looks like. That's the way I interpret it. I'm going to get some clarity for you guys on that one. But for someone that's looking at getting more and more into leverage trading, I think that's pretty cool. And the other big one that they're doing, and this is the one that I think is going to make the biggest impact that most of us are going to be curious and interested about, is right here is the long-planned ASM-based PR news system, which will launch as a performance-driven model where projects fund ASM pools and pay only when real user interactions, such as sharing or quiz participation, actually occur. So again, I need to clarify a little bit more on the specifics of this, but this actually has me kind of excited because what this tells me is that now there's going to be increased business for people using the app. Because right now we're taking quizzes selfishly, right? Like I've been taking these quizzes on NS3 to be able to accumulate points so I can get more of this wonderful token to sell down the road when it goes up in price. Wonderful. But if they make a way to be able to profitize it, and there's benefits that happen into the system for more people using these quizzes, or that there's extra use cases for ASM on the NS3 app, more than just having companies that can pay ASM to promote the articles, but any other use where us, the retail investors, can use these, it adds another utility, which adds more of a trading volume. It's just good things to see. And I could see this expanding quite widely as time goes on, but I don't want to speculate too much on that one. I need to get more updates on them specifically. So guys, there's the quick update on ASM and the roadmap. They're going to release more details as time goes on. I'm expecting probably in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, we're going to get more information about the February updates, when exactly the update for NS3 is dropped, and more details about the ASM to NS3 point swap. As soon as I get some information about it, I'm going to share it with you guys as well. And I'm also personally excited to see a little bit more about this Bitcoin Insights module because for that latter one, if it can pull in a whole other demographic, if they can produce more new services like this to pull in traders, where they're going to start going on to either the base app or CoinGecko or Binance through ASM to get more information about what they should trade or not trade with Bitcoin, short it, long it, whatever. That's great because that brings in a whole different demographic of investors. So that one really has me excited depending on the way that it and I don't know. Overall, I'm pretty optimistic about ASM. Yes, I understand the price action sucks. For most crypto, it does. But if you haven't noticed, the large caps are kind of turning over. Certain ones and certain narratives. Privacy narrative is still kind of, I think they're finalizing their big go round. And I'm waiting to see if it's going to be memes or RWA or AI that gets hit next. We have the new Fed chair that's coming in just a couple of months. We've got a couple more rate cuts that are going to end up happening. Stocks at NASDAQ is borderline or hitting all-time highs. Gold and silver is hitting all-time highs. The liquidity is out there. It's just now getting people back into crypto. And it appears it's happening. Remember, guys, large caps first, and it trickles the way down. If you're in a project that you believe in and that you think is going to have great value in the future, you're not buying junk, you're buying early. Hard to tell sometimes what they are. I'm here for reasons of my belief. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. If there's any questions, etc., put them down below. And of course, thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Peace.